All right, Brady, let's check out. We're day one of the program video. Call this our baseline slalom free ski, since we can compare to it as the year progresses, and check it out when we're all done and see where we started from. Watching regular motion and then slow it down.
We are rolling when you're ready. Slalom turn.
Well done. That's some pretty good skiing for a 9-year-old, or really any age for that matter, but let's check it out a little slower here. Yeah, you made some nice turns. You were clean, arcing every turn. Pretty level, fairly square down the hill. We could be probably a little bit more. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I think what's going to help you, couple things, get more square and get more front of the boot, is keep the hands out in front more. You know our rules of hands. Hands have to be above the waist, elbows in front of the torso, and hands slightly wider than the elbows. So you got two of them there. Elbows in front of the torso, not exactly. If you had your hands out a little further, you could pole plant without much of a motion. You can see here, your hand comes in, and that motion is kind of rotating it just a hair. Okay, hand comes in, left hand. So you're moving your hands a lot to pole plant. If we kept them out in front more, it would also get you into the front of the boot better. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But some really nice turns. On occasion, there's a little divergence there. Not a major problem. I think you did it once. On occasion, we didn't have the inside ski rolled up as much. So let's just not worrying about that divergence right there. Divergence meaning, kind of that scissoring. Happened once in the whole run, so whatever. But this right here, it happens here and there. So let's just make sure we're really thinking about rolling both skis up on edge, matching high angle platform. There we go again. I know maybe when you get going slower, this starts coming out, which does make some sense. Take time to learn how to roll up both to the same high edge angle platform when we're going slow. I think our focus is going to be moving the elbows forward. Let's see if we get a little closer to the side here. So you know our rules, right? But breaking the rule, right? Elbows are not in front of the body. If you just had those hands a little more forward, elbows in front of the body, it would get you more into the front of the boot. It would allow you to pole plant without having to bring the hand way forward. And that swing is just, unnecessary movement, motion. It gets you a little bit rotating. You could be squarer. Don't need that. But you can see there again where your elbows are relative to your body. They're right next to them. So, your ankle flexion isn't as good as it could be. We're looking for a little more ankle flexion in here, matching. Another rule of the skis is we need to have kind of a parallel. Your inside foot's a little too far forward, so let's make sure we're pulling the inside foot forward. It's not bad. Right there is pretty good. I mean, half a boot length is the most, but So that's pretty good. But again, our ankle flexion, I'd like to see both feet kind of yanked back, and we're really getting a little more of this going on from both shins. And it'll help by pushing the hands forward, getting elbows in front of the torso. It's just going to bring you a little bit more forward along your skis. All right, so let's try that. Really think about that. Getting the elbows in front of the body. Going to get you more into the front of the boot. Pulling back the inside, or basically both feet, really, but certainly the inside, tipping it up. Pressure on the outside. But all in all, good job, and looking forward to the year.